Hey everyone, it's Ryan Willis with Knox News, and I'm here on the 100 block of Gay Street, which 100 years ago was raised one story to the level that we're walking down today. Now, a lot of people have heard stories about what's down on the original street level, but very few people have actually wandered down there. That's why we're meeting with Mark Hines from Dewhurst Properties to get an exclusive tour of what's underground.
In the early 1900s, there was so much traffic on the street from trolleys, and there's still some horse and buggies. But ultimately, the automobile became popular, and this intersection of Jackson and Gay Street was just too dense, and the city and the railroad decided to raise the block up, the entire block, one level. So every storefront on this level had to come upstairs to the second floor. This is the original Gay Street right here.
Right.
And we've got offices. We're actually on, this is the original sidewalk, and this was the Gay Street sidewalk right here. Looks like that. I'll get all the way down. That's where it kind of starts to go to zero. So we're getting more and more shallow. Like I can really stand here, and then Harold's Deli is right here.
These little stalactites hanging from here.
Yeah, it's really interesting. 100 years, but you can kind of see the degradation. That's exposed rebar. It's kind of showing you kind of the future of this. You know, it's not going to hold up.
Right. It's
really starting to spall, the concrete spalling, and the rebar, as it rusts, it pushes the concrete out as it expands, and it gets exposed, and it weakens the bridge. So here's like a little portion of the old elevation of the building. So I showed you that in a photograph earlier, and this is kind of the brick corbelling that was on the building. Now it's buried beneath it's been kind of modified over the years. Our goal is this ramp is coming down probably in August, but we intend to open this back up and have this tenant in particular have access to kind of this area. So like a cool bar down here with outdoor seating, all underneath this ramp. It's pretty interesting.
But do you see this being like a market type deals? I mean, can you see that? I mean, I know this is smaller than a lot of cities, but.
We did see that, and there was kind of a big push in the early 2000s to kind of really enable all these businesses to take this over, but at this point, it's kind of been walled off. As you can see, it's wet down here. It's hard to waterproof this. Now with these big columns, it's so much smaller.
Right.
So, unfortunately, probably the next generation or two, it's going to be like this.